In this video, I want to talk about TikTok trends and how both Christians and conservatives are missing the boat in how to get their ideas spread to the younger generation. I'm a big fan of TikTok. In fact, it's probably the app I use the most on my phone right now. TikTok, if you don't know, is usually for sharing short videos, about usually 15 seconds long, and it's where all the young people are. And one of the newest viral trends is by a person named Doggface 208. So he creates this video of him riding on a skateboard, and he's just drinking a jug of ocean spray cranberry juice. And this video went viral. People were just loving the chill vibe of it. Now, TikTok allows you to either create your own sound if you want to voice record yourself, or you can select a pre-recorded sound where people can either duplicate your trend or you can use a music clip. So this one in particular used Fleetwood Mac's song Dreams from the 1970s. And so watch this right now.
We want your freedom, where whoever to keep you down. It's only right that you should play the way you feel it.
People loved this video and they were recreating it, but what was crazy was the song, once again, is by the band Fleetwood Mac, and the drummer of Fleetwood Mac actually joined TikTok and he did his own rendition of it, which you can watch right here.
To keep you down. It's only right that you should play the way you feel it.
Now, of course, when you have a big artist like that who joins and does this, it kind of creates even a bigger buzz. And so ocean spray cranberry juice is like selling out in different areas, and people are recreating this, and it's creating a viral trend and kind of making ocean spray cranberry juice very trendy. And so what happens after this is that the CEO of Ocean Spray joins TikTok, and he actually does a video for it as well, which you can watch right here.
Now here you go again, you say you want your freedom, where whoever to keep you down.
Now, I don't know about you, when I watch those videos, it just puts a big smile on my face. I love the chill vibe as well, but I just love that sequence of events and how everybody's hopping on that trend and just having a good time. There's so much negativity in the world. There's so much hostility. There's so much fighting. And so it's actually good to just smile and laugh and have fun. And that's what I love about TikTok and its trends. It's just, it takes your mind away from the constant barrage of negativity and just allows you to smile. And so what I want to do is just explain how this is a missed opportunity for us as Christians and those who are more conservative politically, if we are taking a more negative stance towards TikTok, or we are not engaging ourselves, because this is where the young people are. And if we believe that our ideas are so important and so valuable that it needs to be pressed on, we need to make sure that we're in the conversation with them. And one of the ways you can do that is by being on a platform like TikTok. Now, I want to give you one more example of someone else who did it. So I'm a Canadian. And in Canada, there are not two political parties, but three. And so there's the Conservative Party of Canada, which is not entirely very conservative. But anyways, there's a Liberal Party, which is much more liberal than the Democrats in America. And then you have an even more liberal party called the NDP, the New Democratic Party. And the leader of that party is on TikTok. And his name is Jagmeet Singh. And so he also got on this trend and recorded a video for it, and you can watch it right here.
Where whoever to keep you down. It's only right that you should play the way you feel it.
Now, when I watched this video, you know what I did? I smiled. I smiled. I actually drink Zevia too, so I thought that was a fun way to kind of mix it up rather than the ocean spray cranberry juice. But I just thought it was cool. And you know what? Even though I disagree with almost everything that comes out of his mouth. I mean, this is a guy who's publicly praised Fidel Castro on Twitter. I mean, just to kind of give you a flavor of his politics. So I disagree with him on everything, but this was an opportunity that it humanizes him. It's not a place where he's saying a lot of things I disagree with. It's a place where we're in a room together and we're having fun and we're humanizing one another and we're smiling and we're laughing. And that is a very important aspect of community, of relationship building. He's building trust with his audience. And then once he builds that trust, he can speak into their lives with his core values. And that's terrifying for somebody with his values. But it's a missed opportunity if we as Christians, if we as conservatives are instead taking a more negative stance towards things like this or not entering it as well. We need to be involved in these types of trends. We need to be on these types of platforms. We need to just let everybody know, hey, look, we're not just about these ideas. We also love you. We like having fun. We like smiling. We need to humanize ourselves as well. Okay, so I just gave you one leader of political leader in TikTok. Let me say another name, Trump and TikTok. What's the very first thing you think of? Well, if you've been following the news, Trump's actually has a lot to say about TikTok, and all he wants to do is ban it. So what do you think the reaction is of young people on this platform that they're enjoying, and they have their political leaders who are enjoying it and laughing with them and enjoying it, and then you have someone like Trump, and his message is, let's ban TikTok. I mean, it makes it so that they don't want to listen to him. They don't want to hear him. I think Trump would be better served if he was on TikTok and he was participating in these viral trends and humanizing himself, and then he can spread his message to them. But he's taking instead a negative stance. And I think that that's an area where we're missing the ball if we do that. And you might say, well, Jeremy, I mean, TikTok's a national security threat. I mean, they're collecting people's data and probably sharing it with the Chinese government as it's a Chinese company. And so, I mean, Trump can't just he can't just say it's all okay. That's a very serious thing. And I would accept that if there wasn't a gigantic wall of hypocrisy here with the American government. I mean, the fact is that, I don't know if you're familiar with Edward Snowden. He was a NSA contractor, and he exposed in 2003 that the United States government, through the National Security Agency, the NSA, is collecting the data permanently, storing all the data, the metadata of all Americans from their phone conversations and their text messages and their emails. So, I mean, they're collecting that data, which is unconstitutional and is immoral, in my opinion, because I think privacy is a human right. And so Trump's going to go after TikTok for doing the very same thing that they are doing to their own citizens. I mean, to be honest, and not only that, but they're sharing that data with the Five Eyes, with four other, America and four other allies share intelligence with one another. And so America's not just collecting data, but they're also sharing with other countries. And so, I mean, to be honest, I would much rather have a country who is not in close proximity to me, who can't reach me, have my data, rather than the country that I live in that can use it against me, that can be a threat to me. So I just think that's honestly, I mean, if you're going to say that it's wrong to collect data without consent and to share it, then you need to not be doing it yourself. So if you're a Christian or a conservative, I think we need to change the way we think about this. This is not about should Christians be on TikTok, or, is this a waste of time? Get on it, have some fun, use it productively, use it to create relationships, use it to create a platform so that you can share your core values and the things that are important to you. And there are people who are doing a great job. Actually, you know what? Let me show you a clip. I wasn't actually planning this, but let me show you one young person who's using TikTok to teach the Bible as well. I think he's doing a fantastic job.
Welcome to Real Bible Facts with Real Talk Tyler. I'm your host today. Today we're going to start off with Exodus. The water talks about how Moses struck a rock and water came out of it for the Israelites to drink. 2 explorers found this rock in Saudi Arabia. Notice how this kind of smooth rock is only caused by water erosion. Mind you, Saudi Arabia gets half an inch of rain every 10 years. Now let's jump to the golden calf. The Israelites decided to build a golden calf altar. We find this not too far from the split rock, and we find this inscription on it. Notice that these are the native cows to Saudi Arabia, and these are the native cows to Egypt. Looks like an Egyptian drawing in Saudi Arabia to me. Now let's hop back to Mount Sinai, where God covered it with smoke and fire. The same mountain that had the altar at the base of it has this at the top of it, just like the Bible says. Come on, need I say more?
So I love what this guy is doing, and it's a great way to spread the word of God through TikTok as well. So if you're a Christian or a conservative, don't take a negative stance towards things like this. Recognize this as an opportunity to build relationships, to kind of, to be positive and to enjoy one another and to build community. And then you would have the opportunity to have your values and your message accepted, with a barrier taken down. Once you've humanized yourself and you can understand that, this person, they're chill too, they're funny, they're enjoyable. I wouldn't mind being in the same room as them. I wouldn't mind being at a party with them. It creates this sense to where you're more open to hearing what they have to say, and that is extremely valuable. And this is an excellent way to reach the next generation, to reach Generation Z, to reach the current young people. And it's not just them that are on TikTok, because TikTok is just kind of blowing up and everybody's on there. So those are a couple thoughts, and you might want to consider getting on TikTok yourself.